Alright, so it's been a couple weeks yet again, and I guess kind of a lot has happened. I did start my job at Chili's, and I went through a week of training, and even after my first day there of training, I was very unimpressed with what was going on. The girl that was training me had only been serving for maybe 5 months, and I've been serving for at least 4 years now, at least close to it, and I thought that was kind of awkward. And then put in the fact that she sucked. She's a bitch, and she was more concerned about whatever she was dealing with on her phone than actually working, and that just pisses me off because if I'm working, I'm there to work. I'm not there to do other bullshit. Um, So that was irritating, and I talked to the manager about it the following day, and it just made a shitstorm because she then was just pissed off at me the entire time that I was there from then on out. Um, and then throw in the fact that I apparently started on the worst week of the year there, and I worked for 3 shifts before quitting, and I decided to quit because there was just too much bullshit there. I worked 3 shifts and made $62 combined, and that's not okay. That's not okay at all because it was a Friday lunch, Friday dinner, and Saturday dinner shift. Like, what? All my server friends, you know that's messed up. And even if you're not a server, you should know that's messed up. Um, so it just wasn't worth my time because there was too much crap involved, with like their side work rules, and side work in general was just so messed up and just ridiculous that I didn't want to deal with it. Add on the fact that I wasn't making any money and people sucked there. I just didn't want to deal with it, so I went in on my final shift. I went in on what was supposed to be my Sunday shift, turned in my stuff, and was just like, I quit. I'm not doing this. I'm having a hard enough time living down here and adjusting without hating my job after a week. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm once again unemployed, which sucks because I need money, especially since I've spent quite a bit of money. I've bought a few Christmas presents, even though I shouldn't have because I don't have money to spend. But that's just something I do. I'm just a Christmas person. I like buying presents for people, especially those that I care about, and it just makes it hard. um, I did, however, make a purchase for myself. I bought myself an easel because Michaels is having their Black Friday sale and all their easels were 50% off. So I got a $100 easel for $50. And so now hopefully I can just actually put some use to it. But we'll see how that goes. As far as Thanksgiving goes, Thanksgiving was nice. It was good to see everyone and spend time with some family that I don't always see. My uncle Charlie and his family came down from Tennessee, and my cousin Josh's wife and son came down from North Carolina. We had dinner over at my uncle David's house, which is right behind my house, or my grandparents' house. Um, so that was cool. I made apple pie and sweet potato casserole. The only thing that was kind of disappointing was just, the menu was different than my usual Thanksgivings with my mom or even just by myself because my menu last year was pretty much exactly like my mom's usually is. Um, so that was one downfall. A second downfall was the fact that there were no leftovers because the Thanksgiving wasn't at my household, so there were no leftovers. Very disappointing. Um, let's see. Other than that, it was good to have some drinks with my uncles because that always happens. Um, on to my grandparents. My grandfather hurt his back last week, or yeah, I think it was last week, and so he was having some pain and he wasn't getting around too well, but he's since started to feel better, which is good. Um, However, my grandmother is not doing so well. Her mental health has kind of declined with the Alzheimer's. She's fallen twice this week, and I'm not really sure if there's been damage done or what, but she hasn't eaten very much in the last 3 days, and so getting really concerned with that. And in addition to that, she hasn't really been she's been sleeping a lot, and she's been leaning a lot to her right side, and we're kind of concerned that she may have had another mini stroke, um, but I'm not really sure. Uh, she's been having trouble getting up and out of her chair and being stable on her feet for long. She used to be able to just, take her walker from the living room and go to the bathroom just fine and brush her teeth and get ready for bed. She used to be pretty independent. And even last week she was fine. And then as of this week, it's all kind of gone downhill. Um, and it's really hard on all of us because my grandfather sees it and it makes him really sad. Because he's really concerned about his wife, who he's been with for years and years. I mean, they've been together since they were, hell, my age, and it's just it's really hard on all of us because it's scary to see my Oma decline in her mental health and her physical health, and then to see my grandfather so upset. Like, it's really, really upsetting. I've been having a really hard time with it. I know I have to be strong for them because that's why I'm here, but it's definitely draining. Um, I've been kind of having a hard time with my depression as well. I have been diagnosed with depression. I am uh, not currently on medication. I have been prescribed medication, but without insurance and definitely without having a doctor down here. I'm not on my medication, and with all the changes and everything, it's just I've been having a really, really hard time. I'm trying to buck up and just deal with it and do this and that, but it's just not that easy. Um, as of tomorrow, I will start getting up at 6 a.m. every day and helping my Oma a lot more, being, you know, her right hand and left hand, basically, just making sure that she's able to do everything and helping her do even just normal daily tasks rather than just getting them lunch and getting them their drinks and whatever, taking them to their doctor's appointments. Um, Speaking of, hopefully my aunt Leslie will be calling their primary care physician tomorrow morning because I convinced her to talk to my grandfather about our concerns with my Oma and how she has declined in the last few days, and to see if um, one of the falls that she took maybe created some sort of damage that's causing her to be so uneasy and not feeling well. Um, so hopefully we'll have a doctor's appointment for her tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe Monday. Um, I really want to make sure that she's okay, and if not, then things are gonna get harder. I don't know. I go home to Maine in 18 days from now, for a visit, which I'm very excited about. At the same time, I'm very nervous about it because with my Oma needing this extra help, I'm, you know, slightly uneasy about leaving her and him alone. Um, I know that my aunt and uncle live right behind us, but I'm not sure. I mean, depending on how the doctor's appointment goes with her, I might talk to my grandfather about maybe hiring someone to swing by and just help out for the week that I'm gone. I'm not sure if he'll go for it or not, but we'll see. I'm thinking about going back to school, not for anything long term, but mostly just to get certified with something. Um, maybe a course, like some sort of course that's only 9 to 12 months long. Um, maybe a PCA or something. I don't know. I'm gonna look at the schools online tonight, actually, before I go to bed. Um, Other than that, I don't know. I've been spending a lot of time just sitting in my room watching TV. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I can get a job that's just a few hours a week so that I can have some money to spend so that I can actually get out of the house. And hopefully, my Oma's health starts going uphill again. But for now, I will sign off. Thanks for listening. And yeah, I don't know.